everyone, welcome to another video. If you guys are interested in trying to start your own home studio on a budget, then stick around because today we are going to be looking at the TS Mini. It is a small portable audio interface by Mellow Audio. I've done a few videos on some Mellow Audio products in the past, and they make some really great entry-level gear for recording and even for playing live. So check those videos out after this one. The TS Mini is a really small audio interface. I'm sure there's other products like this out there, but I haven't encountered them. So this is by far the smallest audio interface I've seen. This would be perfect if you're looking for something small to take on the road, if you use sounds off your laptop or something and you just need a way to get that sound out to a sound system wherever you're playing. But obviously you can also use it at home to record. There it is. Look how small that is. It's really compact, but it still has a lot of the main features you would need. So it actually has phantom power. You can monitor your sound with the headphone jack here. It's got one XLR input for a mic or something else, and it has a 1/4 inch in for your guitar or any other instrument like that you're using. On the other side you can see it connects via USB to your computer. It has a MIDI in if you're using some sort of controller, and it also has an output to send the sound somewhere else. So yeah, that's pretty much it at first glance. It's a really sleek looking design. It's cool, I like it, very modern. It seems like it's got everything you would need for some basic recording or playing live. I also forgot to mention, obviously here, this is like where you can set your levels, plus and minus it looks like. There is a little manual it comes with, but I'm guessing we probably won't need it that much. So let's test this out in a few different ways, see how it sounds, and I'll get back to you with my thoughts about what I think about this. So I decided the best way to test this interface would be to put it through like a real life scenario of recording a song. So I'm here with my friends Valyant.
Hi guys!
Hello. Anthony and Val have been in lots of my videos, and I've done some videos with them, so we've collaborated a lot. So today we're working on their cover of
I Love Rock and Roll.
I Love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett. We already did some setting of levels with the interface, and now we're just gonna get to the recording.
I love rock and roll, so come and take your time and dance with me! Ow!
So we just finished recording Anthony's vocals, and it sounds really great. I'm really surprised. The interface is super easy to use. But one potential issue is that it's a little difficult to set the levels on the mic. There is a slider. You can go into the driver on your computer. I'm on PC, so I go into the program. I can lower the volume, but I can't boost or anything, so there's a little bit of limited control there.
72 hours later.
Alright, so it's been a couple days since the Nuccios were over here and we recorded vocals. Everything went great, sounds awesome. We did actually notice one thing when we were using this interface to record, and that is we were first trying to use a Shure SM7B dynamic microphone to record the vocals, but there's no way to boost the signal coming into this, so that mic actually was a little too quiet for recording. So we switched over to my Audio-Technica AT4040. Yeah, so one potential issue with this interface is you don't have the same level of control for setting levels, input levels and all that. There's a way you can open up on the computer the interface for the TS Mini and set your input levels that way. It's just a little bit clunkier, and you also can't get any extra boost that way. You can only lower the levels. So there's not quite as much control there as I would like, but I guess with such a small unit, maybe they figured that it's just something that they want to leave off. I don't know. And now what's next is I have to record the track to go along. We actually started with the vocals and just a super basic click and bass track, and now I'm going to use this again to record acoustic guitars next. Alright, acoustic guitar is all done now. vocals are done. I'm thinking of maybe adding a little bit of electric guitar. I want to get a really grungy sound for this track. And then we're on to the fun part, which is mixing and tweaking, adding those fun little extra elements that really add some layers and bring the song to life. So let's get to that next. Alright, so I finished up pretty much all the recording for this song. Still have a little mixing to do. But yeah, things went really smoothly with the TS Mini. I was really surprised. It's a very simple unit, but you can still do everything you need to do with it. It has the basics. I really liked the direct monitor feature on here. It's just, simple button push. You can switch between just hearing whatever's the input source, whether it's like your guitar's just direct input, or the microphone if you're doing vocals or something. But you can also just press the button and then you're hearing what's playing on your computer in your digital audio workstation, and then press it again and then you're hearing actually both, which is great. So for example, when we were recording vocals, Anthony and Val were able to hear themselves directly without any delay, but then they also had the track obviously to do the recording. I know you're all waiting to hear what we actually recorded with this, so here's a little snippet of the track that we worked on and created together.
I saw him dancing there by the record machine. I knew he must have been about 17. The beat was going strong, playing my favorite song, and I could tell.
I know I went kind of crazy with the effects and using lots of distortion and like lo-fi effects just for that like grungy sound, but I didn't notice any noise issues with this. It seemed to be a really good signal to noise ratio, so there was no issues there. It's just an awesome, compact, portable little unit that works really well. It gets the job done. The only things I can nitpick about are the headphone jack. So the headphone jack uses an 1/8" connector. Luckily my headphones have an adapter that comes off, so I could plug directly into this. But if you have maybe a certain pair of headphones that only has 1/4 inch, that could be an issue there. And then obviously I think it was a little tough to set input levels. I wish there was like either another plus and minus button just to adjust input levels, or a knob or something. I know they wanted to keep it just super minimal, but that is potentially an issue. For example, if we were using a mic with a louder input, even though you can lower it in the software, it didn't seem like it was actually lowering the input. It was taking the signal, which potentially could be clipped and like overblown, and then it was just lowering the volume of that clipped recording. So that's a potential issue. It worked really well with the condenser mic we had. The dynamic microphone that we started with, that actually needs a boost with some sort of preamp or something, so it wasn't the greatest for that. So, should you buy this? I would recommend this if you are just doing something very simple with voice or vocals. You just need to record one vocal track ever, and you're using a condenser microphone in a good environment, just a closet or something. Or if you're going to record an instrument like a guitar, that worked really well in this. And if that's what you need to do, and especially if you want to do it on the road, then this is definitely a unit for you, because you're going to save a bunch of money just getting something like this as opposed to a slightly bulkier unit that might have extra features you don't need. Thank you again to Mellow Audio for sending me this. I love checking out new products, and thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful for you, or if you have more questions that I can try to answer about the TS Mini. If you're looking to start a small home studio just for fun, or you want to build into something professional someday, I've done a lot of reviews on some really great entry-level products, so I'll leave a link to that playlist somewhere here. I think up here. Hit subscribe and the bell so that you don't miss any new videos coming out, and I will see you in the next video.